Client's still loading, so you know you get me humming until the actual app starts up. How's it going? Welcome back to yet another stream, impromptu-ish. Let's say extemporaneous. So the plan is I've got 3 missions left in Operation Charnwood, flying the Mustang on missions and excuse me. You know, I've been listening to my streams, my videos, and I cough into the mic a lot. I apologize, but like I don't know, ain't much I can do about it. Drinking some Costco wine this evening. It's not horrible. Not horrible. Well, it's not great either. I don't have a Whoa, hang on. I'm gonna have to fix that. Excuse me one moment. One sec, let me fix this audio. Sorry dudes, I had it set for surround sound. That's not quite appropriate for a stream, is it? You'll hear just my voice and none of the game audio, which gives you the worst of it. Kind of curious, like it does take quite a while to switch the audio over. Yeah, we're doing it live, guys. This is live TV. You know, remember TV? Remember that, the television? There we go. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's where we need to be. Maybe something like that. Is that about right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good to go. Let's shut off this obscurations. Now you're looking at what I'm looking at. There we go. Alright, so Operation Charnwood. I've got 3 missions left, and the way this works is you have to fly for 10 minutes, I think, and it doesn't matter what happens, and you get a mission success. Where's my music tunes? Where'd it go? Oh no, please don't tell me I have hardware problems. Oh, this is what actually happened. Mission 9 I flew. Actually, I missed my target on the last mission. What's going on here? Alright, there we go. So mission 10, in actual real life, no ground movement encountered, 1 aircraft in the distance thought to be enemy, 2, and then... Yeah, so the way these campaigns missions work, it's kind of like reality, where like it doesn't. It's not like complete these objectives to continue. It's like go fly, come back home, and you know reality goes on one way or the other. So the way I'm doing it is just kind of these last 3 missions, especially. I'm just gonna kind of go, and as long as I don't die, I'm just gonna roll with it, success or not. If I get damaged and belly land in a field, then we're just going with it. Also, I'm cheating navigation. I'm using the stupid guy kneeboard and marker trick for a GPS from 1944. Taking up at 7, heading east. It looks like past the P-trap. And then southwest, on the edge of Con. southwest down here to whatever town is down here, northwest. And it should be pretty clear on the way back. This might be a pretty chill flight, guys. Okay, full briefing with the resolution. Okay, gotcha. You know, this song is kind of a banger. Where are we at? Rockville? Brookhavenville? St. Croix. Spitfires at St. Croix. How do you say that? St. Croix? I would say probably closer to St. Croix. I cannot even vaguely fake a French accent. Not even close. I tried for a while. Now, Spanish is my second language. And I give myself, what, a 62% passing grade on Spanish. It's not that great, but what's cool about that, turns out, I may have mentioned this before, so I can read Spanish pretty well. I can read books in Spanish, but if you are a Spanish speaker and you've taken all the way through high school, maybe some college Spanish or whatever, or you're sort of fluent in Spanish, try reading a French newspaper. I bet you can understand somewhere between 60 and 70% of what's going on in that newspaper or website or whatever. It's kind of cool. Italian, probably similar. I tried learning Italian briefly. You guys don't care about this. That's not why you're here. You didn't come here for this, but you know, guess what? I think that's my brand. That's gonna be my brand. You're gonna see DCS, and I might talk about what's going on if it's like gets to be a little intensive. You know, there's combat, or like I'm got heads down in my MFDs or some shit like that, or doing a tutorial. Okay, here's why I'm doing the thing I'm doing. You know, but most of the time I'm gonna be rambling about other shit that has nothing to do with DCS. Does make me wonder though. If I go hop in the C-101, can I read the gauges now? What's going to throw me off the most is probably the Celsius temperature gauge. Freaking metric system. It's awesome. The only thing, I love metric, but the switch from Fahrenheit to Celsius always throws me off because it's a different 0 point. Yeah, if you got to add or subtract that little bit, it's like, what the hell? What, you know, F that noise. It's totally stupid. And by stupid, I mean Fahrenheit is stupid, but I've been conditioned to think in Fahrenheit, miles per hour, knots, and feet. So, like, you know, it's kind of hard to undo that. Yeah, you can yardstick it. You know, use meters for yards, yards for meters. You know, just take the measurement in meters and multiply it by 3, and you're gonna get your feet roughly. You know, just you can swag it. You know. Damn, my frame rate's in the shitter. I'm at like 16. Let's do this. Good start. Yeah, I think it's got that, you know, those jitters your computer gets. I know yours does, because your computer is old and slow like mine. When you first start a mission, everything's a little choppy, and then once the computer figures out what it's doing, it's like, oh, I get it, and then your frame rate should double, right? Right? That's how it works. Let me shut down all my other apps. Oh, DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, that'll be it. Okay. Let's kill that. Lot. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, I was doing some editing. Don't get your hopes up, though. I don't have any good videos coming that I am aware of. I do need to finish my Mustang Challenge campaign. That's the 1v2 Mustang mission I did complete. It is a train wreck, but I did complete it after like 20 or 30 failures. That shit is hard. One might say challenging. Let me check my chat here. I don't have a open chat window yet. Yeah, so I think that's going to be my brand. Flying while talking about completely unrelated subjects. Alright, just waiting for the Merlin to warm up a little bit. I'm gonna wait till, you're supposed to wait till it's like 50 or 60, but usually I go at like 40. Down here about the same. Let's zap that out. A measure of acceleration. You know, I have mentioned my side project here where I'm trying to teach, couldn't quite say teach myself physics, because that's not quite accurate, because I'm getting a lot of help from, you know, YouTube lectures. You can like no shit watch MIT or Yale or whatever the hell, and like actually get the education minus the study groups and the expense. It's not the same as actually being there. I miss college a lot, but I never thought about acceleration being a how do you put it? You have force equals mass times acceleration. And acceleration is a square, so that's going to be a thing of a thing. It's not a it's not like an elemental. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna, if I hadn't had a jump start on my wine this evening, I might be able to explain that a little better. If you take acceleration and you break it apart, it's like the slope. Yeah. If you have a graph that is distance and time, that's your speed graph, and then if you take the slope of a given point on that graph, you got yourself some acceleration. Never really thought about it like that. So F equals ma is much more complicated than it looks. It's not just mere multiplication. There's some other shit you could do with it. Never thought about that. Hang on. I'm going to get into this. One second. I got more shit to talk about, and it's going to sound a little fancier than it is. Caveat, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am not a good mathematician by any stretch. I am a psychology and criminal justice major. I do not know my physics, but I'm trying to fix that. My math background was mostly stats. In college, anyway. Oh my god. Don't drink and fly, kids. I'm gonna get a t-shirt with that on it. So I took up through trig in college. I passed it just barely because I just wasn't paying attention. It's not because I wasn't like capable, it's because yada yada irresponsible. So I'm going back and trying to unfuck that now. It's fun. I'm not kidding, it's fun.
Leader to Kenway, airborne with 8 Mustangs. Do you have anything new for us?
Nothing to report at this time. Carry on as briefed. Out.
So I'm just gonna orbit right here, wait for my flight to take off. And relevant to you DCS dorks, hi, I'm DCS dork. Everything in this sim, everything we do in virtual aviation or real aviation, almost all of it is just, it's physics. Physics is everything. It's like, oh man, every time I dig a little deeper into it, it's like, it's blowing my mind. It's just, it's hot shit. Like, and it's a ton of fun. Like, lots of fun. Every time I learn something new. Like, I'm one of those dorks. There's a reason I'm a nerd, I think. It's because when I learn shit, I get what appears to me to be a dopamine hit from it, and it's like, ah, that's awesome, I love it. I just like smile real big because I'm a dork. Don't judge me, fuck you. Anyway, that's how it goes, and that's why music has been so awesome. That's what keeps bringing me back to something like DCS, which is always challenging no matter what you do. This Mustang here, I've been flying since 2014, and I'm still learning new.
All squadrons, intense flight flag reported between Filet and Khan. Approach that area with caution. Out.
New maneuvers, new tactics, new techniques. You know, it helps to have a good teacher. Like, there's always more you could learn, more you could do. And you know, that's awesome, man. That's just like why life is cool. So something like music, something like DCS, and now I'm digging into math and physics. It's like, wow, this never ends. There's always more cool shit you could do. Makes my eyes light up. Makes me feel happy about shit. And that's the way things are going, kind of desperately needed. You didn't come here for this serious shit, did you? But, like, whatever. Fuck off. It's my stream. Anyway. Let's drink some more. There was somewhere I was going with that. Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting there with a damn college calculus book and a graphing calculator and a piece of paper and a pencil. Just scribble, you know, study, learn, struggle. I feel stupid. Oh my god, my algebra sucks. That's what calculus has been, guys. It's been like, you know, it's like 10 to 20% learning some calculus shit, and then 80 to 90% me realizing, oh fuck, I need to go back and like unfuck my algebra. It's just been a minute. It's like relearning. It's kind of like riding a bike, but also realizing that you learned to ride the bike, you know, probably 80% as well as you should have. Anyway, it's great. And I'm sitting there learning, and I'm like, hang on a minute. So I'm sitting there with a sketch of a parabola. You know, it's a square, and I'm like, okay, cool. And it's, you know, the book's like, okay, well, if you do a slope here, you know, that's the rise over the run. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Okay, but if you do a tangent line on that parabola, you do the slope of that, you got your derivative. I'm like, okay, got it, tracking. And I'm like, hang on a minute. So I get my little book, and I'm drawing my little, you know, 8th grade. My 8th grade parabola sketch in my notebook. It's bringing back some not great memories of junior high, I gotta say. Anyway, could have been worse. But anyway, so I'm sketching, and like every unit on the x-axis, I do a point on that parabola, and I do a little, you know, tangent line. And I'm like, hey, this looks like a damn trapper keeper. So you got the curve, and you got those little lines, and it's like, you know, it's drawing that like 80s grid line thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna jam some synthwave to this. So I turn that on, I'm jamming out, and I'm drawing lines on my parabola, and I'm like, this is cool as shit. And I'm like, hang on a minute, hang on, hold up. What if you did this? Because it's got this really cool, like, you got a curve, and then it's a grid, but it's like warped, you know, and it looks kind of like a bent surface. And I'm like, two things happen. I'm like, hang on, is this how you do 3D graphics on a computer? Is it really just like 2D images that look 3D, and it's just like a formula that generates something that looks to you like a 3D object? It's not really like rendered in 3D in the computer. It's just like a virtual image. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you guys can chime in on that. I don't fucking have a clue. But the other thing I was thinking is like, hang on, hold up. Let's say between I don't know, x minus 2 and x plus 2. let's say we draw vertical lines down from that. And then we shade, no. Let's shade everything that those tangent lines touch. Everything below the curve, just between this and this. So imagine that tangent line sweeping along that parabola, shading everything it touches, turning it from like white to black or whatever. And I'm like, that's a lot of space. What is that? That's like the opposite of what we're doing. It's like taking the slope thing and then, well, and you know, I'm like that's a cool idea. I wonder if there's anything to it. And then I flip a couple chapters later and I realize, oh, yeah, that's integrals. That's exactly what an integral is. And I'm like, oh, I thought I had a new idea. Oh well. It sounded cool at the time. And then I'm like, well, damn, what if you take that integral, you slice this area under the curve, you do two vertical lines, x minus 2 and x plus 2, and then imagine in your mind's eye, you guys are bored and you've left already, but fuck you. You then take that x-axis and you turn it into like an axle, and you spin it up through the z-axis, and then everything that's shaded under that curve kind of draws a 3D shape. And it turns out that is also something that somebody else has already done. I'm like, God damn it, can I have a cool idea for once and have it like be, I don't know. My math sucks. But it's fun. I'm really enjoying it, I'm enjoying the process. That's what I miss about school. That's what I miss about learning things that I'm not good at, is just kind of getting your brain kicked around a little bit. It's so easy to just fall into what's easy and comfortable for you. But I've found, at least for me, that has become unsatisfying, stagnant, and it's hard to find that kind of engagement, that kind of like mental stress test, I guess, in everyday life. You have to kind of seek it out. Oh, right. If you've been paying super close attention and you have noticed, there is a video on my channel called Odd Numbered Episodes, where I had a piece of paper and tried to do some stupid Star Trek physics. I fucked everything up. On every single thing on that page is wrong. Everything, and not just the math, but like the concept, the application of it's all fucked up. So I'm starting a series of that where I try to like go and unfuck it and do it the right way, step by step, building up from like, you know, velocity equals displacement over time, you know, and you know, do it the right way, and that'll be Odd Numbered Episodes. It'll be its own channel. It already is. I just haven't like done anything with it yet. Slightly distracted by my super awesome kiddo came in to say hi. She's supposed to be asleep, but you know, things happen.
Contact air defense target, 10 o'clock, point 4.
I say we go. That's a flak battery. Well, could go for the glory and go attack, do some wild weaseling, as it were. Oh yeah. Okay, these guys, they're pissing me off. Let's go bomb them. I got nothing else to do. Oh wait, what's this? That looks even better.
Contact target 12 o'clock, point 2.
Yeah, let's do that. Then we'll strafe them worthless flak bitches. Let's see if we get anything. Yes! No! Okay, well I guess we're going back home. And that'll be the mission. Alright, so what's going on there, and as I keep having to relearn this, is, please be on fire. Yeah, there goes my oil pressure. It's gonna, man, this is a short mission. Let's see if it gives me credit though. The bomb blast is substantially higher than it was when I learned how to manual bomb. So I got pretty accurate. The problem is that accuracy comes at low level. And, you know, just for authenticity's sake, we're just gonna climb up. And we're gonna see how far we can get. Oh, this is gonna not go anywhere. This is not good. Tell you what. Let's hope the local population appreciates what we're trying to do here, and let's put this guy down.
Flight, RTB. 3, roger. 2, roger, RTB. 2, RTB. 4, RTB. 2, contact air defense target, 11 o'clock, point 2. 2, contact air defense target, 4 o'clock, point 3.
That looks like a pretty good spot right there. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you can hear that rumble. That this engine's got a few seconds left. Yeah, that's a runway right there. That's what that is. Right there. This is gonna be rough. Oh, that was the timing could have been worse. I wonder if that counts as a friendly kill. See, if that counts as fratricide, I might actually be a little upset. Like, you know, I suck. I bombed myself. I get it. But, like, if it counts as a fratricide, I'm going to rerun that mission. I just don't want that fucking stat on my... Hey, we lost 20 points. Yeah, okay. I guess we're doing it. We're doing it live. Fuck it. Alright, that's how that mission ended. No deaths, though. So I did. But did you die? Note to self, be sure to be above 1,500 feet next time you release a fucking bomb. I feel like I missed out on that mission, though. It's not that I blew my ass up. It's like there was a lot more mission to fly after that. Some strafing, flying around, landing. You know, those things. Lame. Anyway. We're going for integrity here. And that integrity means I'm going with it. With the last two missions, as long as I don't die, I'm just gonna roll with it. And that's gonna, yeah, may as well. If you're gonna fly, may as well show your ass while you do it. How are you guys doing? Yeah, that was fucking horrible. That was embarrassing. But whatever. Do it to yourself, you do. And that's what really hurts. Do it to yourself, you do. You and no one else. That's that song's a banger. I'm really fucking it up, but you know. Actually, that whole album, that's a press play and walk away. That is a damn good album. Every track, top. You know, Radiohead fans are gonna like be angry at me for saying that, but like yeah, whatever. You know what? Fuck you. I like the rest too, but like I like the Bends. Anywho. Alright, so I'm going to start it up, and while it's warming up, we will review the mission briefing. We're going to put our brakes on. We're going to open that starter thing. We're going to prime it. We're going to hit start. And while that's going, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Boom! Fancy startup. Hopefully it's a little easier on the engine, actually. I'm not going to bother with this shit. We are going to turn down the cockpit lights. Going for some mood lighting up in here. Come on, guy. Let's set her up at 1200 RPM. Ish. Warm it up. Oh, we get yellow spinners this time. Yeah, so the way this campaign is set up, you're not flying the same plane as the same pilot every time. You're flying different planes, different squadrons. What was I going to do? Oh, yes. What are we doing this mission? No, we're doing heading a 116, going southeast to that town there I can't pronounce, and then about east from there. So 116, may as well set that up here. Doing this, and then Okay, cool. Got the general idea. Assume we're carrying a couple of bombs, yeah. Arm those up. What's our temp? Getting there. Yeah. So I hear you asking, hey, what did you do today? How was it? How was everything? How's your you know, let's just not get into that. At least not yet. No, we got some time. We got 2 more missions left in this. Probably going to Disney tomorrow. That's awesome. Side benefits of living where I do. If you do happen to get Disney annual passes, we got like the not quite awesome ones, but like the not shitty ones. If you go more than once a month, it pays for itself several times over. If you think a single day's ticket is worth the money, and that is up for debates. It's not like it used to be. You know, I can talk about Disney for the rest of the session. Disney World specifically. I am not a Disney adult. I find that concept kind of... I mean, you do you. You do you. I'm all about you doing whatever it is you do. However, it is... The constructed reality of what a theme park is pretty damn fascinating. It's kind of like the simulator in that way. It's like, well, here's reality, but also here's our own take on it. We're going to construct something for a specific purpose. We're going to do that thing as well as we can. So DCS and Disney have that bit kind of in common. But so I'm in Central Florida, so I go to WD Dubs. I have never been to the OG Anaheim Disneyland, but Disney World is my jam. Specifically, I fucking love Epcot, but not as it is. I love Epcot now, but as it used to be, let's say mid-late 80s, holy shit. I miss that. Like, I cannot even tell you. I want to ride Horizons. Want to go see Universe Dinosaurs, and then go here, Veggie Fruit. I hope we can do that next time we go. We can do that, right? It's still there? Oh, and when we go to Magic Kingdom, we can still ride the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine ride, right? Right? Because that was just like super inspirational and like awesome and kind of dark and weird and unsettling, but also like inspiring at the same time. We can still do that, right? Right? Ah, fuck. Yeah, anyway. At least we still have the Haunted Mansion. I'm pretty happy about that. That's my jam. Freaking love the Haunted Mansion. I would live in that. Hell yeah.
Nothing to report at this time. Carry on as brief. Out.
So if you want me to nerd out for like a bit, we can talk about Epcot. Give me a second. I love Epcot. I love the idea of it. I love how it used to be. More than I love it now. It's great now. It's super cool. And what I like about it is that it's got people in it, but not too many most of the time. Like, that is a place that is full of people just being alive and having a good day. Like, if I get a shit day, and if I have my kid, then I can't really do this. We just go together. But like, if it's just me, and my day sucks, I'm like, you know what? I need to feel better about shit. I'm just gonna go to Epcot. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna stop by the UK and get a Guinness. I'm just gonna walk, and it's just really nice. It's just really really nice to walk around, and there's people about just being chill and having a good time and smiling and being humans and being somewhere that isn't their house and somewhere that isn't their job. And it's a freaking very expensive version of a third place if you think about it that way. But like, it's just really, it's a good, happy place to be. And I try not to think too much about the Epcot we lost, because damn, I should build a monument to that. The optimism and the emphasis on learning things and using science and engineering and innovation to create a better future, not just for the people around you, but for everybody in the entire world. It's going to be awesome because we're doing science, and we're going to be better than we were yesterday, and we're all going to come together and just be awesome together and just build better futures, and everything's going to be awesome. We're going to have good healthcare, and we're going to explore space, and we're going to connect the world with awesome, efficient, and cheap transportation that's super safe, and you don't have to think about it. And you know, with today's transportation systems, we're just minutes away from our kids, and you know, man, that is some shit we fucking need as a culture. Am I right? Epcot's cool, but it is. I'm very grateful that what remains of it is there. But it is it's a far shot from what it used to be. And it's not just because the rides are old, it's because the soul of it, the emphasis on the essence of what Epcot was optimism and innovation and pushing limits and doing it in a way that helps everyone. And you know, it had corporate sponsorship, so it's like, to me, it was kind of a good example of like, capitalism doesn't have to be fucking evil. It just is, because that's how people are choosing to carry it out. And that's like the thesis of humanity. Like, it's not the system that sucks. You can make any system work if it had good people in it and if they had good intent. Well, guess what? Yeah. So it's not that capitalism's fucking evil, it's that it lets evil people do evil shit and get rewarded for it. That's the problem. But if the people in it didn't suck, and they were not exploitive, and they actually gave a damn about anything aside from themselves, it would be fucking great. And that's what Epcot kind of was. I'm not saying that all the sponsors were cool, because they weren't. You had like Kraft Foods and GM, and you know, don't get me started on Big Auto or whatever, but there was part of them that was good, and that was on full display back then. I miss that. And GE, if we can dream it, then we can do it. That's some Star Trek shit, man. Anyway, nobody gives a shit. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so that's my rant about stuff that I haven't even gotten to the cool shit yet. So let's rewind the clock back to before I was born. Yes, that long ago, when Walt Disney was alive, and there was this thing called Epcot City. That was the last thing he worked on. He wanted to be more than just like Uncle Walt the storyteller. He wanted to leave like something big, like, you know, something awesome. And that was Epcot City. And go to YouTube. You're on it right now. And if you leave my channel to go watch this, I will not feel bad. I'll be pretty happy about it, actually. It's the last video that Walt himself appeared in before he died. It was his Epcot City presentation. It's like 28 minutes, and it'll blow your fucking mind. I'm not saying I want to live there, but I want it to exist because that's the kind of shit that drives, like, innovation and pushes limits and makes us rethink what cities actually are. And I'm not saying it would have worked, but I think a lot of it would have. And, like, something about, like, taking the automobile out of the urban center is a fucking fantastic idea. You can just walk where you want to go. That was the idea. In Epcot, the pedestrian is king. That's why they had people movers. That's what monorails were supposed to be. They're not just a ride. That was a tech demo. That's how you're supposed to get, like, to work and from work. And, like, between points of interest downtown. And, you know, the monorail connected things like moderate distances. The people mover was, like, short distances. And then you'd walk wherever the hell else you were going to go. And then automobiles were nowhere to be seen because they were going to be routed under the city. There was, like, a highway that was going to go under the city, and I think a rail. I forgot what kind of rail, but it just watch the video. It'll blow your mind. It was super cool. Some of the concepts of Epcot City did kind of filtered down into what became Epcot Center in a kind of, let's say, watered down theme parky kind of way, because when Walt died, nobody knew what the hell to do with it. And you know, that's you guys did not come here for this, did you? Anyway, yeah, check the video out. There is some in that video, since I've gotten a little more savvy, I suppose. Like, when I first saw that video, it was on Disney Channel in the 80s, and I was like, what? Why didn't they do this? The answer is because Walt died. But, hang on, just taking in the view here. Pretty damn cool. Anyway,
Loyal leader to Kenway, on station with force mid, standing by.
oh, excuse me. It was just too damn ambitious. And as it was, Epcot Center itself, just the theme park, had a hard time finding funding. It's not the Disney you know today. Like, they had they were doing okay, but building a theme park like that with no Epcot even today doesn't really know, I think, where its footing lies. It did, I would say, mid-late 80s. It was cohesive. It had a thesis. But now it's just kind of, what's it about? You know, you can't just throw Disney Park on the side of something and have it make any sense. It's gotta, there's more to it. There's a reason that brand became valuable, like why it had, I don't want to say integrity, but authenticity, something to it, and it's not what we have now. And I don't know. I'm gonna go on a whole thing here, but talking about Disney and Epcot Center while flying over 1944 Normandy, totally synergistic.
Over data to Gateway. Airborne with 8 Smiths. Do you have anything for us? Nothing to report at this time. Carry on as brief. Out.
It does seem that My F-16 streams get more people in them than the Mustang ones do, but you know. I'd say in aviation. Most of us may have a first love, right? For me, the first time I thought, "Oh wow, I love that. I want to fly that," was a die-cast F-14. Probably 1982, 83, somewhere in there. Probably more like 83, 84. Dynaflights, remember those? Anyway, I was like, oh, the wings move, that's awesome. And that was my favorite plane, and then, you know, like all throughout childhood, and then I found out they made this movie about them. And it was called Top Gun, and I was like, oh my god, they have F-14s in that? Oh my god, I need to watch that. And the results are as you see. But my dad would find anything he could find with airplanes in them, because like me, he tried to become a pilot and failed. Not failed, but like actually he succeeded. He was a Navy officer, and he took the test and he got everything done, and he was in the pipeline and everything. And then like by the time like the paperwork went up and he was like getting ready to go, we were packing to move to Pensacola, or not, no, figuratively, and they were like, "Oh, wait, how old are you?" And he was like, "Well, I'm 27 3/4 or whatever." And like, "Oh, damn, sorry, gee, no, the cutoff age is 27 1/2." And he's like, "Well, I'm already commissioned. I'm already an officer in the Navy. Like, why don't you just like let me fucking do this?" And they're like, "Oh, no, gee, no, sorry. Oh, no, we can't. Oh." And they totally like played him. They let him get that far into it, and then yeah, my dad he actually enlisted in the Navy during Vietnam voluntarily. He just wanted to serve, and something happened. He ended up having some health thing, and then he separated out, and then he came back in as an officer later after he graduated college. And sometime in there I happened, and then he's doing his thing.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity with unguided bombs.
And he'd always wanted to fly, and he's like, well, now's my time. I'm going to give it a go. And then the situation I just described happened, and it really, got to say, it took a lot of the wind out of his sails, and I can understand that. Did the same for me years later. I had a sort of similar experience due to age and injuries. I was like, son of a bitch. And here we are flying DCS, you know? Could be better, but it could be a hell of a lot worse. Speaking of, it could be worse. Have I mentioned the sport pilot license changes 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times already? DCS players, take note. A lot of you, like me, are doing DCS, Not because it's your first choice, but because it's all you can manage in the economy or whatever, because it's fucking expensive to fly. But I have news for you, my friends. It was the case where light sport was basically as expensive, if not more, than getting your PPL and flying certificate-fated aircraft. Because by the time you got your sport pilot's license, it was usually due to medical reasons. And the aircraft manufacturers knew that, so they would make a LSA and crank the price up to like astronomical levels compared to what you're getting. And price gouge you because they knew that was your only choice because you had maybe some kind of medical thing that you were trying to skirt by pursuing light sport versus, you know, private pilot. Well, that is not the case anymore. In a rare instance of government and the FAA in particular doing something to make things more efficient and better for the general public, aside from just safety. Full credit to them, by the way. The sport pilot's license is now changed to you can all you need to do for medical is have a state driver's license, right? And sign off on it saying it's your fucking fault if you fuck up and you will not fly if you have anything that you know, take note of the wording, would disqualify you. And the training time is 20 hours rather than 40, which cuts the price of that license in half, but it gets better because, like, I keep saying this, it's in, like, the last 5 or 6 streams I've done because it's kind of a big fucking deal. Limitations on what they call an LSA or light sport aircraft. Like it had speed limitations, weight limitations. Had to be like a simple aircraft, no retractable gear, no fixed speed prop, none of that shit. Speed, weight, you know, range, a bunch of other stuff that would kind of limit what you could do. Unless you got to sign off on some, you could get additional ratings and stuff like that on it. But like by default, there wasn't a whole lot you could do with a sport pilot license. But now, what qualifies as a light sport aircraft? Well, it doesn't matter because they don't really use that terminology anymore. The limitation isn't any of that shit. The only limitation on the aircraft that you can fly when you have your sport pilot's license is, wait for it, is it weight? Is it mass? No. Is it speed? No. Passenger count? No. Complexity? No. Stall speed. That's the only limitation. 58 miles per hour or 58 knots. If that aircraft stalls below 58 knots, and you've got your sport pilot's license, have at it. You can do that. I am not a flight instructor. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I invite you to get on the Googs and go check that shit out yourself, because I could be wrong about any and all of this. Just like fucking do it, guys. Like, this is a good time to be not flying, I won't say on a budget because it's still expensive, but it does put it within reach of people who, you know, I would say that's kind of puts things in range of what the private pilot license used to allow. And that's a lot of different kinds of aircraft you can fly. It's got a low stall speed. You might just have yourself a, I'm going to nope out of that. Oh yeah. Anyway, that's my intermediate to long-term goal, is to pursue that license, because, and the other thing is as far as cost savings go, instead of 40 hours, you only need 20. Now, it's a more limited license. There's only so much. There's less things you can do with it. But for most people who just want to like be a pilot and learn how to fly an actual aircraft and fly around, do cross country, and you know, fly and, you know, fly by yourself or with friends and family or whatever. Like that's
Contact target, 1 o'clock, point 1.
that's squarely in the range of most people with a decent job.
Air defense target, 11 o'clock, point 3.
This mission's already going better than the last one did. See if we can keep this up. Oh! I was just saying, things are going fantastic. Every time I say that, somebody shoots my engine out. God damn it. Anyway. Hope the parachute deploys before I go splat. Okay, good. So it's worth it if I sacrifice my fancy aircraft for a few trucks, right? The CBA plays out? Alright, we're just gonna roll with it. What's up, France? I'm gonna take a long walk back to the base and we'll get to the next mission. Ah! Five vehicles. I'm a vehicle ace. So relevant. Let's see. Fuck it, we'll just do it live. What's this mission? HQ strike. Oh, this might. Oh, okay, okay. Then maybe something that right there indicates. All right, we're gonna check that kneeboard once we get in there. That sucks, man. So, ground strike, low level attack and stuff like that. The Mustang is not the best aircraft for that. Now you can get a substantial amount of weapons onto the target. You can do it reasonably accurately. It's a really good gun platform. If you trim it up, it's a really good bombing, excellent, accurate bombing airplane. The A-36 Apache is a Mustang with, it's a dive bomber. It's a Mustang with dive brakes, Allison engine. Check it out. It's pretty cool. Most people haven't really heard of it, but yeah. Imagine a P-51A, but with dive brakes. You got the A-36 Apache as a dive bomber. It's straight up awesome. So the problem is it is extremely not tolerant to ground fire. Strong airframe, all that other stuff, but just it goes poof. It just doesn't hold up. The well-known coolant system problem, including the oil that's just spread out through the entire aircraft, especially in the belly there. You know, bullets come up, they hit the belly, you got a problem. You're just like one hole, you're done. It's just a matter of time. Obviously, that shot was more catastrophic damage, hit me right in the engine. But all right, so let's get the start up, and while the engine's warming up, we'll look at our briefing, and hopefully we can hit the target and come home in one piece this time. I mean, fuck it. Okay. Yeah, this was not my best flying, but, you know, I just kind of don't. I don't know, guys. I'm just kind of whatever. Heading 145. Thereabouts. And let me guess. We are attacking a... this guy. With 20mm flak. Awesome. Well, I can see how this mission's gonna go already. You know the outcome. We're gonna drop the bombs. We're gonna hit some shit, but we're gonna take some. We're gonna take some ground fire. I'm gonna try to save it. I'm not gonna be able to make it back to base, and I'm gonna belly in somewhere. That's probably how this shit's gonna go. Just throwing that out there. Either way, we should finish with a bang. Gonna go to test pattern here. I'm gonna go pour some more wine. I will BRB. Pardon the camera view. I'll be back in 30 seconds with more inebriation. Libation, whatever you want to call it. Oh my goodness. Remind me to drink a lot of water after this.
Heavy artillery bombardment in progress south of Khan. Use that caution if entering that area. Out.
I want to throw some music on, but I keep getting these copyright warnings from YouTube. Yeah, so I was looking up some stats, and I can't remember the stats, but I remember what they told me. Excuse me one second. About the Korean War, and actually, I think maybe it wasn't a book. I think it might have been the amazing Not a Pound for Air to Ground YouTube channel. That guy is fucking amazing. I don't know how he gets that much information. On such obscure shit. Like, growing up, I was like a voracious reader. I could not get enough. I couldn't find. I read every book in every local library about flying and about airplanes. Everything I could find. This guy, I don't know how he finds that shit. Like, it's stuff I've never heard of. Airplanes I never even knew existed. This dude finds. I'll try and put a link up on the I mean, if you guys just Google it, you know, just go on YouTube, search "Not a Pound for Air to Ground," you'll find him. Guy's fucking awesome. Can't say enough good about him. What was he? I think he was talking about Mustangs in Korea, and like, they made sense in a lot of ways, because you know, they're a known quantity. They were available in large numbers. You know, people knew how to fly them. You know, they were all over the place, and they were good, accurate. Gun platform, rocket, bomb, you name it. But they ended up getting used a lot in ground attack, and as we just saw like a second ago, like that's not their jam. This is a in a permissive environment, it would be a great ground attack aircraft, but that's not what we got going on right now, is it? No, the for what it was being used for in Korea, I think the you know, the Thunderbolt or the Jug would have been a much better choice. And those were still being used at that time, but I cannot remember the reason why they didn't make it out to Korea. They were called the F-47. Ooh, I just realized that was gross. Hang on one second. God damn it.
Mustangs and proceeding to the target. Anything new to report?
Nothing new to report at this time. Carry on as free for now. Recalling.
Well, it looks like waypoint 1 is going to have our target, and then past that, everything's kind of optional, so we'll see how we're doing after that. Yeah, so the P-47 was called the F-47 back then, which just made me go, ugh. So, naming conventions. Let's get into this. I'm going there, fuck it. Naming the next generation air dominance fighter the F-47 is a pure political move and total bullshit. It should be going kind of numerically up, right? We should be on F-24 if I understand correctly. So we had the YF-23. The 22 is the most recent, and then the YF-23 we had. I don't think there was an F-24. That should be the next up. Why go to 47? Well, why go to 35, you ask? Well, that's because the F-35 is an evolution of the X-35, which was in numerical order. So why is it jumping to 47? Gee, what egotistical, narcissistic, geriatric asshole is number 47 right now? Yeah, fuck the regime. It's a piece of nasty. Whatever. Gross. Don't taint our airplanes with your bullshit, man. One A all the way. Don't want to get political. But, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. We need all of us, right? We need... I'm speaking as an American right now. As I always do. We need representation and honest, good faith debate and ideas from every degree on the political compass, right? Whether you're a crazy innovator and you want to throw all kinds of crazy ideas at the wall and see what sticks, or if you're a more like reserved person who just wants to keep things as steady and traditional as possible, that's fine. I'm good with that. But if you don't have the principles to at least try to be consistent with whatever your ideals happen to be, then you're just loud. And the regime doesn't have any consistent principles. Like, what is okay for me is what is okay for the regime right now would be completely, totally un-American, and you know, for the other side to do, they can't do it, but we can. That's what I'm seeing, and that's fucked up, and that's not okay. Like, have the principles and keep them. Try to be consistent. Nobody is 100% across the board. But like, for fuck's sake, like, state what your ideals are and try to keep them. And if you change, that's great, actually. But like, if you are in one hand, one side of your mouth saying, this action is awesome when I do it, but condemning it when your opposition does that exact fucking thing, well, you know, I ain't got your back on that one. Here, let me drop some bombs and we'll get into this. This is gonna be really. We're gonna come back to this maybe, because the ADD's a bitch. But right now I need to focus on this HQ thing over here.
Contact air defense target, 12 o'clock, point 1. 2. Contact target, 12 o'clock, point 1. 3. Engage targets of opportunity with unguided bombs. Flight. Engage targets of opportunity with unguided bombs. 4. Copy. 2. Roger. 2. Engaging target. 3. Affirm. 3. Rejoin.
And I'll sum it up with release the fucking files at this point. Jeez.
4. Contact target, 12 o'clock. 1.
If you run on releasing the files, the next day you get there, you don't. It's like, come on, dude. What the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm reflying that. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta release those files. We gotta fucking release them. We gotta release them. All my opposition's in them. We're gonna tear up those creepers. We're gonna release those files. And then the next day, what files? I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you even asking that? That's so old. It's like, no, dude, you're fucking old. Fuck you. You know, it's just whatever. It's past time where I can. It is way past time where I just don't say politics on my channel anymore. It's you know, it's. Why do I think it's cool to fly in Mustang attacking Nazi positions? Damn, put that shit together. I'm looking at my title card here for this stream, and it says "Let's blow stuff up." And when I wrote that, I did not intend it to mean the plane I was flying, but that's what's happened 3 out of 3 times. We'll get there. We'll get there. We're gonna go blow up that Nazi headquarters. Don't drink and fly, kids. Go. Let's go. Let's fuck them up this time. I feel better about this flight than the last one. So tying this back into the Epcot thing, you guys really don't want to hear this. You don't. You really don't. You don't give a fuck. That's fine. I don't. That's fine. We're all fine. In Epcot, if you walk to the back of it, the host pavilion of the whole thing is the American Adventure. And if you go, that thing shows several times a day, and you can look at the schedule. You can bust it out on the app, and it'll show you. It's an animatronic show. It's like a theater show. And I would highly advise every American who goes to Epcot, no matter what your beliefs happen to be, no matter what your opinion happens to be, no matter what walk of life you come from, make a point to go to the back of Epcot and watch the American Adventure show. I cannot make it through that whole thing with dry eyes, right? That shit gets me right in the heart. It's a beautiful theater. It's a beautiful building. Like when you walk in, you go through the lines. You go up these stairs, and over your head are all the different flags from that the United States has used from the get-go to present day, and then you go through this kind of rotunda, and it's decorated like colonial style. And it's so super cozy and familiar. It just feels good. It just feels like optimism, and hope, and good intention, and class, and you know. And then you sit in this beautiful theater, and the statues to your left and right are so lifelike. It's like you can find pictures of them on the internet, but they don't really do it justice. It's like the spirit of pioneering, the spirit of innovation, the spirit of exploration. And the spirit of adventure, and they're personified in these statues, and the way they're lit, the way they're built is so lifelike in their little sconces that it's like, oh, they look like they could just get up. I expected them to move, which at Disney, they might actually do, but they don't in this case. And the show itself goes through American history. It's a Disney-fied version of it, but it doesn't paint a "we're always awesome" picture. Right off the bat, it's like Mark Twain and Ben Franklin shooting the shit, like drinking coffee or tea or whatever. And they're talking about how it is a struggle, how it is a fight, how it's a dirty process. It's not clean. And the whole show really gets into that as much as you can at Disney World. And I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, it's been there since 1982 or whatever, so it's kind of, you can't really spoil it. But if you are an American and you have any, if you give any shits about your country like I do, that show, dude, try to make it through that show without getting at least one tear in your eye. I will, if you can do that, I'll pay you, I'll buy you a fucking beer. It's good shit. Oh, and Teddy Roosevelt is awesome in that. It's just really good. The thing, what really killed me about the whole thing is that it shows the struggle of the United States coming into being, and how it wasn't always great. But behind it all, there was this, like, what I believe every day is a sincere attempt to create something beautiful, something that works for everyone. Give everyone the opportunities that, let them maximize their potential, and, not only that, but make it better for the people to follow. Not just you. It's not about you. It's about everybody around you also, and the people that follow you. And that's why I teared up last time, because, like, when I looked at that and then looked at what's going on, like, right here, right now, I was like, the contrast couldn't be more stark. We're in a shitty fucking time, guys. Or at least about to be, and that's terrifying. So when you see your people, and you don't, your fellow Americans, whether they look like you, think like you, talk like you, or whatever, let's try not to be dicks to each other, huh? Everybody else is struggling just like you, and if they're being honest about it, if they're being sincere, they're really just trying to do the best they can, I don't really give a shit what you think. We can hang out. Throw some beers back. We'll throw some ideas back and forth, and it'll be cool. That's what the country's built on, actually. And I love that. I really do. Makes me all happy inside. What scares me is the people who are in it only for themselves, who are not sincere. They're just scheming. And you find them everywhere. It's not just in the United States. That's a human condition problem. But they're becoming dominant from what I can see lately. And, last time that happened in a big way, if I remember correctly, was... Let's look out the window of this Mustang in 1944. And you see the results. It looks pretty right now, because we're flying over Normandy and there's beautiful clouds, and we're just flying a Mustang. It's nice and clean and everything's cool. And I just got really preachy, guys. Sorry. You know what? Fuck. I'm not sorry at all. Fuck this. It needs to be said. The reason this Mustang has to fly over Normandy is to liberate it from like the worst regime in recent memory, maybe ever. The defining moment of the 20th century was World War II, and that was necessary because fascism steamrolled Europe. That was angry people.
Leader Kenway, 8 Mustangs and proceeding to the target. Anything new to report?
Nothing new to report at this time. Carry on as free for now.
There were a lot of contributing factors, but what I have said before, and I will say it again, because I think it bears repeating, is that when totalitarianism rises, they are only able to do that because they get popular support from one or more classes of people who think they're going to be in favor and rewarded when that totalitarian gets power. What actually happens every damn time, and you can quote me, actually quote Machiavelli, don't quote me, is that tyrant, once he gets where he's going, once he doesn't need you anymore, once your usefulness has outlived your usefulness, you are purged. There is no safe space in totalitarianism. There is no guarantee of reward. There is no even implication that you're going to be rewarded or even safe in totalitarianism. Let's say authoritarianism, totalitarianism. Let's just call it fascism for short, because like I'm running out of syllables in my mouth and I'm drinking. But like, if you think that you're going to be the favored class, that like by the time your dear leader or whatever has consolidated things and undermined the very constitution that created the office he's currently holding, and you think you're going to be the guy that comes out on top and that you're going to be like sitting pretty, that's not how this shit works. You are as expendable, at least as expendable as the rest of us. For reference, rewind the clock about 80 years and look up not the SS but the SA, which stands for something in German I can't pronounce. The brown shirts, you can look them up. They were the blunt instrument, the angry white dudes, the guys who were like pretty uneducated, pretty angry, felt like they were being threatened or whatever. You can call them red hats, brown shirts, same shit. And you know, they were angry enough to get violent, and they were the blunt instrument that was used by the Third Reich to gain and consolidate power by terrorizing the rest of the country, or the rest of Europe. Once power was consolidated, they were purged. They were, that whole agency was dispersed. Like a lot of the leadership was like straight up killed. Look up Ernst Röhm. I'm not pronouncing that right. E-R-N-S-T, Ernst, first name. Last name Röhm, R-O with the umlaut H-M, who was the leader of the SA. He was the guy who, like, one of the guys who really helped the Third Reich solidify its power. The Knight of the Long Knives, which was, I think, not one night, but like a few. He was arrested and executed. So if you think that by helping the regime, you secure some manner of safety for yourself or your family or whatever, that is bullshit. You are next on the block once your usefulness has been spent. Don't think for a second that by undermining the Constitution, you're going to be, I compromised the Constitution and whatever. I'm one of the favored ones. Like, you're fucking not. There's one favored person in authoritarianism, and unless you're there, you ain't him. Get the fuck off it. Read a book. Fuck, you don't need a book, just read Wikipedia. Jesus Christ.
Engage targets of opportunity with unguided bombs. Flight. Engage air defenses with unguided bombs. Unable.
Oh, really?
Unable. 2. Contact air defense target. 1 o'clock. 4. 4. Contact air defense target. 11 o'clock. Flight. Engage air defenses with unguided bombs. Negative. 2. Copy. 2. Engaging air defenses. 2. Rejoin.
Well, this might be a little challenging, ladies and gentlemen. So we have the bomb targets below the cloud cover, which puts us in the frag radius of the bombs we're carrying.
Flight. Engage targets of opportunity. 3. Engage targets of opportunity. Negative. Unable. 3. Contact target 12 o'clock. 4. 1. 3. Engage targets of opportunity. Flight. Engage targets of opportunity. 3. Affirm. 2. Roger. 2. Engaging air defenses.
That's what I want to hear. Let's see if they actually do it.
Contact target 12 o'clock. Point 1.
So I got all preachy, but like, whatever. It's way past time. Way past time for me to say something.
Personnel lead into Kenway. Checking out. Returning to base. 3. Contact air defense target 11 o'clock. 4. 2. Acknowledged. 3. Contact target 12 o'clock. 4. 1.
That didn't sound good.
3. RTB. 3. RTB.
Ah, fuck. Well. We did get to murder some Nazis. These trees look friendly. Time to pull up the 1911 and go give him some 45 caliber justice. Let's go. Anyway, I think that was it. Well, what next? Haha! Alright, whatever. We're calling it. That was horrible. Let's shift gears, shall we? I'm feeling a little spitty. All right, from one campaign, let's go back in time, I think, to let's fly Spitfire for a minute. Actually, probably gonna fly that for the whole campaign. I should probably change my title card and a bunch of other shit. Well, whatever. Whatever. So yeah, if you're an American, if you go to Epcot, make absolutely certain to go to the American Adventure. You'll feel better. Well, we did go back in time about 2 years. Watch it, dude. Oh, man. Man, this guy just don't give a shit. Watch that ladder. Oh my god. This guy does not need a driver's license. Beware, beware indeed. Man, I've totally ruined the atmosphere of this awesome campaign here.
Squadron Leader Armstrong, Pilot Officer Leach reporting for duty, sir.
I'm Squadron Leader Armstrong, but the chaps call me Sinker. Blimey, how old are you, son?
Turned 19 in September, sir.
Christ, fresh from the cradle. And we're giving you 1,000 horsepowers, 2 cannon and 4 machine gun to play with. What a way to win a war. So how many hours do you have in this bit?
About 11, sir.
Better make it 12.
That's not nearly enough. I need you on flying duty as of tomorrow. Listen, this is my personal spitty here. Jump into it and make 2 landings smooth as silk. If you prang it, you'll wish you were never born, understood? I'll be in the tower on Channel A for Able.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I haven't flown the Spit in a minute. So we're just gonna like fuck it, we're doing it live. How different can they be? Very, as it turns out. Anyway, I do see I've got a couple of viewers, so lurk as you will. But sincerely, thanks for stopping by the stream. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's get this thing going. And try not to prang it, as it were.
Morning, sir. Nice
What's up?
day for it. You're right. You look a little nervous.
Yeah, no joke.
I'm alright. Let's get you sorted out, sir. I've done my homework, you know.
I've done
That's
lots.
good, sir. Don't worry, you won't be flying her. She'll be flying you.
Yeah, it's actually true.
Glass foot. She's a greedy cow.
Mags,
Switch is on.
booster, coil. Give it 4 squirts. 1, 2, 3. Fizzle. And we gotta start. Alright, it's a good place to go. Good start, as it were. So it should be around 1,100 feet, so that's going to be like, what, about like that. Turn the brightness down a little bit. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to be getting into combat this mission, I would guess. What's this? Nav lights. Okay, cool. Good to know. Secure that. Flaps down. Flaps back up. Close the lid. And let's check the map. Alright. Well, which way are we going? I guess we'll figure it out.
Tower calling F Freddy. Are you receiving?
Hello, Tower. Receiving you loud and clear.
Turn left and taxi to runway 30. You're cleared for takeoff when ready. Don't use more than 7 boost.
Clear for takeoff. Roger.
Was a time when I was pretty slick in a Spitfire, but that ain't today, that's for sure. God, the lift in this thing is insane.
Raise the undercarriage. Climb to 1,000 AGL. Turn left downwind. Roger.
We're just doing some nice, easy pattern work here, right? Right? Nothing to worry about.
Gear down, flaps down. Fly curved approach at about 110 miles an hour. It's easier to keep the touchdown point in sight that way. Yes, sir. "95 miles over the fence, then cut the throttle. Wings level. 3-point altitude." That was a bloody disgrace.
Was it?
Go around for another one.
It wasn't my best, but I wouldn't call it a disgrace. Damn, this thing's lift is insane. So, the Mustang is my home cozy space, right? But 1v1 dogfighting, I don't know. I think it's Spitfire every time. 1v1 now.
Nice and easy does it.
Ooh, that was a
Okay,
disgrace.
that was slightly better.
No, it was
Take
worse.
back, shut her down, and come see me in my office.
Ah, that was horrible.
Yes, sir.
Alright, where do I go? You know, what I noticed when I was playing the Big Show campaign was how damn enjoyable it is, and that's in common with the Mustang campaigns too. Whether it's Blue Nose Bastards or Depton Eagles or whatever you choose. What's so amazing about these campaigns is that no matter where you look, whatever direction you happen to choose to to look out the window. Something beautiful is right next to you. There's a Spitfire, a Mustang, or just the wing of your own aircraft. Just you can't look anywhere without seeing something amazing, and that's just fucking cool. I really do like to try and get myself into the headspace of, as impossible as it is, the guys who really did this while I fly these old missions, these old campaigns especially. That's what I would say Reflected's brand is. So 10 out of 10, no notes on that. I'm just gonna call it, park it right here. And that's it. Let's go to mission 2. Fuck it, I'm feeling saucy. That was a horrible landing, the second one. This may not go well, actually. What are we doing? Taking off. We're gonna taxi all the way the hell back here and then take off on it. Yellow 4. Gimlet, yellow 4. Long mission. Close to Abbeville. This is from the frying pan into the fire then, huh? Yeah, it's gonna be rough. What do we got? Well, ace level 109Ks, that's gonna be the problem. I mean, we can get them, but I'm gonna flip a coin on that, whether we actually get to land or not. I mean, we're gonna land, it's a certainty. Whatever happens, this is probably gonna be my last mission tonight. I'm out of wine and have not been on my A game, but that was to be expected.
Hello chaps, briefing.
What's up, chap?
Today's show is Circus 221. The ring is to escort 36 fortresses to bomb the Pote aircraft factory at Malte. Take off at 14:30 hours, regroup over the field and set course at 14:40. We shall keep flying at wavetop height for 10 minutes after crossing the coast.
All clear. Switch is on.
Oh, looks like it cut off the voice actor. Well, apologies for that. Okay, so I love the Mustang. The Mustang is my first love as far as World War II aircraft go. However, having flown the Spitfire so much in DCS, and just like, freaking look at this. It may be possible to love more than two entities. I'm just saying. This thing is just... It's one thing to look at it, it's another to fly it, right? Like, the way this thing flies... Actually, let's open that back up. The Mustang feels like a good buddy. Like, that's your friend. That is a, a very well balanced, very sensible aircraft that just no bullshit, like, let's get work done. It's fast, it's balanced, it's stable, it has no bad habits, it's not finicky. That is a classically, you know, I am proud to say American airframe, right? The Spit is different. Like, engine commonality be damned, this is a completely different experience. A completely different flying thing. This is a light, trim, floaty, powerful, I want to say elegant machine that will kick your ass if you don't respect it the entire flight regime. But every flight regime. But the thing is, once this thing gets going, once you get this thing at maneuvering speeds, this thing reads your mind. There's nothing as... I have never experienced a virtual flying experience, anything like this, guys. This is the slightest little breath on the controls, and this thing just is already... It's already ahead of you. It's already doing the thing you want it to do. So when you screw up, when you get shot down, like I am probably about to be, it's my fault. It's not the plane. It's because I chose to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's not because the plane couldn't quite pull up. It can do what you want it to all the time. Just switching to the drop tank there. So when we go to punch off the slipper tank, we got to pull this, flip this, and then flip this. We got to do 3 things. That's pretty much it on this guy. Bam, bam. I think we're just gonna go. Oh, excuse me. Watch out, dudes. So I guess in this case we are just going to tolerate the crosswind then. If you haven't noticed, I love flying the Spitfire. Against anything except 109K, the dogfights are kind of like unfair. The only complaint I could ever level against the Spitfire is its lack of ammunition. Like, you really have to be precise, you really have to be exact. But the good thing is, this aircraft lets you do that exact thing. You have to kind of practice at it. You have to kind of get a feel for the gun sight, which I don't have at the moment, but it'll come back, I'm sure. This plane, you don't dogfight your opponent in a wrestling match. It's not a sumo engagement. It's not a boxing match. Dogfighting one-on-one against anything except a 109K is just an expression of how well it is an art form. That is you not so much fighting an opponent but dancing around him. You just will win. It's just a question of how expressive you want to be about it. This is a machine for an artist. It's just that good. Now the 109K comes in, and all bets are off. And I don't know how I feel about that or what I think about it. It feels like the 109K and DCS might be kind of broken, but then again, who am I to say? I don't. What I will say is broken about it is the fact that it is the only 109 that we have. And they didn't have that many in real life. They had a lot of 109Gs. 109Ks were not common at all. That's the only 109 we have in DCS, so, you know, it's just something we gotta deal with. It's cool. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just happy we have it at all. Anyway, let's take off. I really, I want to write a proper love letter to the Spitfire. Which is not right now, but I do believe that without these two aircraft, maybe more so the Spit than the Mustang, it's very possible the war may have gone the other way. I don't know. That's a bold statement, but without the Spit, I don't think the Battle of Britain could have been won. And without that being won, let's not think about that one. Actually, we should think about that one, right? But look at this. I'm not at a high speed or anything like this, but like, look at that. Boom. The turn rate is insane. The climb rate is insane. It's not maybe as fast in a straight line. It's definitely not as fast in the straight line as most others. The Mustang in particular, like, it's just straight up faster. So I would say the Mustang gonna have the upper hand in real life scenarios, like with a team, with a wingman. Like, there's a reason the Mustang just fucking dominated. Well, there's a lot of reasons, but that speed, that roll rates, as an energy fighter, you harness that thing, ain't nothing gonna catch you. But you have to study it. You have to dedicate yourself to learning how to fight in the Mustang. The Spitfire, you have to dedicate yourself to learning how to fly it. Once you can fly it, it kind of fights for you. Like, it wins the dogfight kind of intuitively. Flying it's a little touchier though. The Mustang I would say is a little bit in the reverse. Like flying that thing is much easier, much more stable, much more intuitive, much more like friendly of an experience. Less twitchy. It has everything you need to win a dogfight. But you can't just you can't just do it in the Mustang. You have to study it a little more. Actually, I would say a lot more. Checking the chat. I have no idea if anybody's been talking to me. I would say probably not because nobody's watching this. No, nobody. Okay, cool. As I was. May pause a minute to go grab another glass of wine. Let's check the controls real quick. Damn, I need some music on right now. Just throwing that out there. So I know my position should be right there. Is number 3 over there somewhere, but oh, I think I see it. Hang on. There it is. There is something about this airplane. And I don't know what else to call it aside from pure fucking magic. So, as an American, I have to thank the United Kingdom for a lot of things. Language, yeah, sure. Like, half the books I read, more than half my favorite bands. But also, you know, holding out when everybody else didn't. Which is not to diminish the sacrifice and efforts of it, you know, the rest of the allies who fought and lost as the rest of Europe crumbled. But they were looking annihilation in the face, and they held on. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I wish my country was, let's say, paying full respect at this time. Currently, we are not, in my opinion. But I do have some faith. A bit. Just a bit. I think we'll be okay. It may get worse before it gets better. You didn't come here for this, did you? Well, more directly. Thanks to the Brits for designing one of the most beautiful flying machines ever made. This thing is fucking magic. And it looks pretty. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. But what's cool about it? It is absolutely not to be fucked with.
Gimlet Blue 3 to Gimlet Leader. What is it, Blue 3? My drop tank is not feeding. I need to turn back. Roger. Take Blue 4 back with you. Roger.
I'm definitely gonna need some music for this. Stand by. This is going to violate something, but whatever. Let's Oh, wait, I got it. I got it. Wait, is that on a repeat? Hang on, I gotta fix this. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hell yeah. Hell no. Ah, fucking DCS AI, man. We'll catch him. Alright, pause real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill up my glass. BR. Sorry about that, ladies and germs. Ugh. Stand by. Good enough. I'm more of a shredding guitars, metal kind of guy, but this kind of music's got its place. Yeah, let's switch it up. There we go. That's a little better. That's better.
Roger. Channel C. Gimlet to Cross Seed. What's the form? Hello, Gimlet. This is Cross Seed. We have several plots building over the target. We'll keep you updated.
If you're just tuning in and you're expecting Mustangs and you're seeing Spitfires, there's a reason for that. I completed the Charnwood campaign and a spectacular failure, and I'm switching over to the Beware campaign. The Spit. Felt a little spicy. Either way, this will probably be my last flight of the nope. Drop tank ran empty. I should probably bind that to a better key.
Bomber, 3 o'clock. Terminez à le lit derrière.
Is that Klosterman?
Roger, I see them. Gimlet and Turban, follow me. Let's get into position.
Well, seeing as we're about to go feed dry.
unlocked. Is 090. Bandits now 10 miles ahead. Busted.
This is Dunlop's leader. Roger. 090.
Car seat is unlocked. The bandits are right below you.
Negative crash seat. We can't see a thing. We're low on gravy. We'll make another circle and head home.
Wait a minute. Okay, this song is kind of a fail for this particular moment, so let's... No. That's better. That's it. That's more my kind of shit right there. There we go. That feels much better. 30? That sucks.
Hello, chaps. Red Leader here. Don't daydream about your sweetheart. If you don't see the hunt that brings down your mate, you're a bloody criminal.
Sweetheart, huh? If only. Yeah, so far it's just formation flying, but I'm sure some action may happen at some point. Maybe. Like a left-hand turn. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Acting Leader to Grouse Seed. We're checking in as briefed.
Heck then. We're gonna make some jelly.
Roger, we have plenty going on over the target. Stay at 170. Roger, steering 170.
Oh, I'm running out of wine. I'm gonna be out of alcohol before I run out of gas in this mission. That's saying something. Oh. Burp. Well, I'm ready for something to happen. Bombs away, or we're relieved, or target sighted, or bandits, or whatever. And every time I talk shit like that, every single time, things go to shit. It's like, oh, you want bandits? Here you go. Here's, 30 K4s. Deal with it. Or, man, you bored? Oh, here's a fucking 3 SA-15s. Go for it, bro. So, we're cool. We're not being shot at. We're not dead. But also, so far, it's just a formation flying mission. That's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, they cut their throttle way the hell back just now. Must hit a waypoint. Man, if I'm bored, you guys must be like asleep by now. Here, let me get some of this drink here. Oh, those 10 brain cells that just died. They were kind of assholes.
Watch out, Gimlet. Donald Duck and his boys are airborne and are climbing your way.
Oh, really? Get ready to rock. Weapons armed. I sense some action heading our way. Wow, we're way the hell over there. So if I were to head back home, I would just head northwest. Really? We have got to be getting close to whatever the target is. Got kind of a Steve vibe going on here. I like it. Maybe more Satriani.
We have several groups converging towards the big boys. Unit and Turban, safety catches off. Prepare to drop your babies. Bye.
My baby is in the channel. Alright, here's where I fuck up and get shot down. But I hope I don't make it easy for him. Surprised there's no flak on this mission yet. Gotta be here somewhere. I want to call AWACS, but we ain't got that shit yet. It's gonna be a minute before we get an AWACS. There they are. Here we go. This is not a position of advantage, guys.
4109, 9 o'clock high. Chopper, cloak your babies and attack.
Yeah, I think that is Gloucesterman. Ah, shit, they're coming in from all sides here. Alright. I'm gonna go with these guys.
Bandits, 1 o'clock.
Fuck.
Dozens of the bastards.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
Tally-ho, attack, attack.
I'm gonna have to wait for them to come down.
Here they come.
Those are 109s. Oh, God, what a mess, guys. I fully expect to get shot down here.
Gimlet, yellow leader. There's two behind you. Reich.
There's gonna be a lot of lead flying in a lot of different directions that I can't account for at all. That's when I get shot. So let's circle around and pick up this guy down here. What's that guy doing? This guy doing? That's not good.
Somebody help me.
That's a constellation. Okay, nose down, nose down. Give me vision. Woo! Hell yeah! That means we're working for it.
Lanes ahead. Destin and Greenbelt. Attack. Frank. Bail out, for Christ's sake. Christ, I'm on fire.
That sounds hellish.
Good shooting.
Got him. All right, one down. Holy shit, this is tense. What's behind me? What's behind me? I know there's gonna be one. That guy right there. All right, let's get him.
I've got one. I've got one.
There's two out there. Okay. This guy. That guy's toast. This guy is a threat. Watch those Z's. If I black out here, it's a death sentence. on his tail or on his nose? Alright, saddled up. Good, 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 good. Alright, let's run him down. Six clear, both sides, I think. Alright, I think we got him.
Gimlet, reform. Reform.
I'll reform once I make sure this guy's dead. Famous last words, right? Temps. Oil running hot. Pull the RPM back a little bit. Just a smidge. Alright, come on. Nope, out of range. That'll get his attention. Maybe he'll break off and I'll chew his ass up. There we go, there we go. We got him, we got him. Yep, he's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. Woo! Hell yeah! Temps. Okay, pull it back, pull it back. Fuel starting to run low. We gotta get back. Alright. 6. Oh shit, there's 2 back there. Alright. Hell with the temps, we gotta go. I mean, I would roll the dice with two 190s. I'll take them on, but hang on. What's going on? What's going on? Let's get some SA here. Are they attacking or heading home?
Grassy calling Hector. There's another large group 10 miles in the east of you. Hector Grassy, roger. We see him.
Greed says go get them, right? I really want to go kick their asses. I have the ammo. That's just asking for it. My fuel state says go home. And right now we are not doing that. I need to turn to the left and get the fuck out. Yeah. I gotta pull that back. There's just no way. If they can catch me, I'll turn into them. But right now, I think I just want to form up and get the hell back home. Just worried about that oil temp, otherwise I'd open this shit up. Yeah, so that's hours of boredom followed by moments of terror. That was that thing just now. Holy shit, that was pretty tense. And it ain't over yet because we got two German fighters back there on 5 o'clock with an altitude advantage. If we can keep our spacing away from them, we're going to be safe. We'll just head back. I'm good with that. I need to get home on whatever gas I got left. Matter of fact, I think altitude's a good thing. Let's get some of that. Oh, sorry. That is a definite problem. Yo, if it was just one, or I had more fuel, or I don't know. What do you think? I really want to turn into it and mix it up and shoot at least one of their asses down. No doubt I could do it in this beast, but there's two of them. Gas is at a premium. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I think we just gotta go. Sucks. I'll get him next time. But hey, we got 2 kills so far, so ain't complaining. And I don't see them anymore, so hopefully they're just gone. Woo! That's some hot shit. Sorry, that was a sneeze. Well, 6 is clear. I think we're good to climb up. Yeah, so these fights are kind of a resource management. It's like, it's tactics, yeah. But it's also resource management. Do I have the fuel? Do I have the engine endurance to push it? You know, can I run it that hard for that long? If I do, am I going to blow my engine and ruin the whole damn mission? Like, I really wanted to turn back and engage those 2 fighters, but like my fuel, I'm on less than half a tank, and I have that much farther to go. So I at least want to make it past the halfway mark on the across the channel. Probably time to chill the music out, though.
Hello, Crossseed. Gimlet calling. We're low on petrol.
Petrol.
Course to home base. Move on. Crossseed for Gimlet. Acknowledged. Switch to Zona on channel A able. Hello, Crossseed. Roger. Switching to channel A able. Gimlet out.
Well, should just be a chill flight back to however long our fuel gets us. I think I'll make it back though. That's fun. So I'm trying to get a good, so I'm down to my last quarter tank of gas. So let's pull this way back. We're going down to like sewing machine levels of gas consumption. And trying to get as much altitude as we can on the way. That way, if the engine takes a shit, we will have some altitude to glide back. Could be a long, slow grind, just a heads up on that. If you have any interesting topics you want me to discuss, any stupid rants about, you know, being patriotic and going to Epcot and watching the American Adventure on the back end, you know, I'm down for that. So the Epcot, my typical Epcot chill, my chill evening at Epcot is this. First off, Epcot's fucking awesome, and I love just kind of sitting around Spaceship Earth, watching the lights on it, and listening to the tunes.
Hello, Ridgely. Where are you?
Way the fuck back here? Oh, I'm yellow 4.
This is Red 3, about 15 miles off Boulogne.
What the? What the?
What are your angels? Angel 7.
I'm a little tired. So show I walk in, I chill to the tunes that Epcot plays. It's awesome. Lights are on the spaceship Earth. It's like my favorite thing. And then I take a right, go to the UK, pick up a Guinness or two, walk around, hit Japan, get a Kirin, then go to Germany and pick up a Warsteiner Dunkel, dark, however you pronounce that. And then kind of chill on my way out, and that's a good day. Very good day. I'm lucky to be able to do that kind of stuff. Really, really happy and grateful. I do not have enough gas to make it back.
Yellow leader, I'm losing power. I'm going for a swim. I can see you, Turban Yellow. I will hang up Merci Rescue.
So let's go somewhere a little closer. Let's see. Alright, fuck it, let's go for it. Made it this far. Dilemmas. Yeah, if I could get eyes on a field, I would take it. Let's see. That looks like an airfield to me. Sure does. Yep, let's take it. I'll take a sure thing over trying to limp home on 5 gallons of gas. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing that. So land comfortably on 5 gallons or probable dead stick at my actual home base. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for, you know, making a good decision. But wind from this direction. Looks like we're going to be doing this. Yeah, we're doing this. Okay. Yep, that'll do it. And we landed perfectly, and that was how it went. Now I'm flying the Spitfire Mark 9. Just did a perfect 3-point landing, and that's how it goes. Yeah. No, I think you're talking about the TF-51. Yeah, I switched. I apologize because I did fly the P-51 for the first 3 missions, and this last mission was one in the Spitfire Mark 9. So I ended up getting 2 Focke-Wulf 190s, and as you saw, that was a perfect, by the numbers, landing on the left wing. Gimlet, so we were Gimlet yellow. Yeah, I switched airplanes. It was sorry for the deception there. I think this is us. No. We were Gimlet yellow 4. Anyway, I think that's all I got for the day. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. You kind of caught me on the end of a long freaking... That was a long, brutal-ass mission. So, I'll be doing this. You know, I may as well just stream the rest of this campaign, and you guys can see how shitty I am. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna turn in for the night. It's been a long one. Yeah. good hunting out there, and try not to suck as much as I do.